Well, folks, Fox News, after not airing that very first primetime January 6 hearings, decided after that, you know what, we're going to air the rest of them. You know, because those are mostly running in mid-morning or early afternoon, so Fox News is like, yeah, we'll put them on TV so we can still run our primetime hosts and not lose viewers in the evening. But unfortunately, according to the latest data from Nielsen ratings, Fox News is still losing massive chunks of their audience every time they air these January 6 hearings. The data shows that when Fox News airs these midday hearings, their audience is typically about half of what it normally is. Usually at that time of day, Fox News has about 1.4 million viewers. But whenever they switch over and start airing the select committee hearings, they lose about half that audience and drop down to about 700,000 viewers. And then the ratings data shows us, as soon as they stop airing the hearings, they typically gain about 2 million viewers back. So they go from 1.4 million to 700,000 to 2.7 million viewers. To put it another way, every time Fox News switches over to those hearings, Fox News viewers turn the channel. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to be confronted with this reality that terrifies them because it shows that they have hitched their wagons to the wrong horses. So they would rather not have to embrace that reality. They would rather bury their heads in the sand than to hear anything that challenges their deeply held beliefs. And the problem Fox News has is that this is what they've cultivated with that audience for years, right? For decades. People tune into Fox News to get lied to. People tune into Fox News to be told which group of people they're supposed to hate which day, and how that particular group of people is somehow responsible for all the ills that they are suffering in their lives. They ignore reality, they ignore the facts, they make stuff up. And they get away with it because the audience lets them get away with it. And so now Fox News is actually saying, okay, we're going to show you the truth, people. We're going to show you what happened. We're going to really get into this. And the viewers say, no, this is not what you have conditioned me to accept. I will not watch these hearings. I will not accept this reality that you are presenting me with. So the question, of course, becomes, how do you reach people who are actively trying to not get factual information? I don't have an answer to that. I don't know that anybody actually has an answer to that. You know, I guess it's a good thing that Fox News is still keeping, 700,000 people to watch the hearings. You know, that's good. It's not as good as the other networks. But if they keep losing viewers, my concern is that Fox News is just going to stop airing the committee hearings. Because even though we're not reaching 2.5 million people on Fox, we're still reaching 700,000. 700,000 Fox News viewers are getting the truth when they air these hearings. That's more than we could reach. That's more than any of these other, liberal, progressive, truth-telling channels could reach in terms of attracting Fox News viewers. But if the ratings keep diving, Fox News, which is a business, is going to have to make the business decision of whether or not to keep running them or to go back to their little fictional alternative reality in order to hang on to that audience. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.